What is up, guys? Izzy here, back again from the Dead Air Dudes. And this time we have an extensive, well, not so extensive, a review of Season 4, Part 1 of Ozark. Once again, like I said, is Izzy going solo. Rocker's away at the moment, so let's get into it. Obviously, Marty Bird, played by Jason Bateman. Wendy Bird, played by Laura Linney. Charlotte Bird, played by Sophia Hublitz. Jonah Bird, played by Skylar Geithner. Ruth Langmore, played by Julia Garner. Wyatt Langmore, Charlie Tahan. Darlene Snell, Lisa Emery. And introducing Javi Elizondo, played by Alfonso Herrera. And of course, we cannot forget Navarro himself, Omar Navarro, played by Felix Solis. Now, after the events of Season 3, where obviously spoilers, and if you have not seen it, please go watch it. But that's besides the point. After the events of last season, where we had Ellen get, taken out by Navarro and his people, we find the Birds once again at a crossroads. Okay? They're still working for Navarro, and they still have, everything going, while you have Wendy trying to make the Bird family name into a political power. Now, let's get into Wendy Bird. Wendy Bird is one of the most complex, aggravating characters that I've seen in a long, long time. Let's face it, she is evil, but in her mind, it's all justified because she does it for her quote-unquote family. She goes out. She has her brother killed. She's okay with it. In this, again, minor spoilers or spoilers abound in this episode. She almost has Jonah arrested and sent to jail because he refuses to talk to her, and he basically is he goes against the family. Okay? Why would you do that to your son? Wendy feels justified. Okay? She's forming this the Bird Foundation, in where she gets all these major players from the Midwest states to be on the panel, to be on the board, which in turn the success of politics and the presidential seat and the elections has to go through, in essence, the Bird Foundation. Okay, not to mention she goes into partnership with Shaw, to believe Shaw Chemicals or Shaw, where they create drugs. They create drugs, anti-opioid drugs. And you can see how that shit, goes down, where you have a drug company in association with the Bird Foundation, of the Birds, and in association with the cartel, the Navarro's cartel. So, yeah. And, it doesn't end with Wendy. She's selfish, but she's strong. And what she wants to do is what she's going to do. And she's, in her mind, she's justified. Great character. It's like you love to hate Wendy Bird. Marty Bird, for the most part, this season has been, not on the sidelines, but he's been pretty quiet. More reactionary to the stuff that Jonah does, and Ruth does, and Darlene, and the cartel, and Wendy, etc., etc., etc. I think in the second half of the season, part 2, whenever the hell it comes out, I'm assuming it's coming out sometime this year, Marty Bird is going to have his, day to shine, so to speak. We also see that Jonah, now, who's older, is a chip off the old block from Marty. He's taken to money laundering very, very, very well, in ways he can probably eclipse his father in his knowledge and his skill level when he gets older. he goes into business for, not the birds. Again, I'm not, you guys gotta see it to, really see. And you can tell that he really enjoys what he does, and he's good at it. But his fight with his mom, Wendy, it's gonna really affect the family down the line. One of the beginning sequences in the story or in the season is the birds. They're all in the car heading towards what I do believe is Chicago, and they're all fairly happy. They're escaping, it seems. Something happens, a huge car accident, and then we revert back to not so much a flashback scene, but the past, to right after when Ellen gets shot. They're at the Navarro compound, and there's a party, and that's what we have going on right now. We don't know what happened after the accident. So when you guys see it, you're like, oh, what the hell happened? No. For all we know, we don't know what happened after the accident. So that's something that I think it's probably something bad happened. I'm assuming maybe there were fatalities in that accident. I don't know anything. That's just, Izzy giving his opinion, Then you have this private detective. I can't remember the name right now, who is abrasive, intelligent ex-cop who has issues, substance abuse issues, and he's been nosing around trying to find Ellen's signature so that, I guess, her ex or her estranged husband, they can get divorced. Now, I think the reason they put this character in there is to make trouble for the birds and everything else. He's seen too much. He's done too much. And he's going to be a pivotal antagonist in part 2. Or in the remainder of the season. Darlene Snell. What can you say about Darlene Snell? Another freaking crazy character who killed her husband, killed members of the cartel, killed anyone who she feels is disrespectful, shot off freaking, Cosgrove and Cosgrove Jr., Tommy from Power, his dick off. Whomever gets in her way, whomever she feels is rude or whatever, done. But she gets taken down a notch in this season as well. Namely by Wendy Bird. I'm not gonna go into specifics again. You guys watch it. You let me know what you thought about that. But her marriage. Oh, spoiler alert. Her relationship with Wyatt Langmore is true love, I guess. Throughout the series or throughout the season, Ruth is trying to get Wyatt to leave because Ruth is done. She's got nothing else to. She got nothing else to prove. She doesn't want to work for Marty and the Birds because she knows that Wendy is a crazy bitch who killed, her boyfriend, and she killed her own brother, Wendy. So doesn't want to work with them. And now she is in association with Darlene. And that's not gonna last long because Darlene's a crazy, crazy, crazy person who does whatever she wants to do. Let's talk about freaking Ruth. Ruth, as usual, steals the show. Well, her and Wendy. And she has a big decisions to make in the second half of the season about what's going to happen with her with the rest of her life. And I'm not going to say anything, but you guys need to watch it, Now, let's get deeper into the new character, Javi, who happens to be Navarro's nephew. He is impetuous, aggressive, smart, but he wants the job. He wants to be the leader. He wants to be the cartel. He wants to be the cartel, the ruler of the cartel. And he is over the top, and he does some things that make you shake your head, but his impetuous nature, it's completely freaking He's completely unpredictable. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. This is what I think. How? And there's going to be some spoilers in here. I keep repeating that because I don't want you guys to, to think that I'm going to spoil the whole show for you. But this is very important. How the hell does a small family like the Birds have so much power and influence that they can make deals, broker deals with the FBI to save themselves as well as possibly save others? All right? I get it. They have lots of money, and now with the Bird Foundation, you know that they have even more political influence. But at this point, and the point of the show, right there, it almost reminds me of Sons of Anarchy. For those who haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, it's been the status, spoilers, obviously, The ending, it had to end, Sons of Anarchy, because you can't have 9 guys against the cartel, against the Irish Mafia, against the IRA, against freaking the government, against freaking, the FBI, DEA, tobacco and firearms, the whole freaking 9 yards. It became unrealistic. And Ozark is getting to that point where it's becoming almost unrealistic to watch. It's a very good show. Great acting. The locations are awesome. The Ozarks are beautiful. But it's getting to that point where it's almost unbelievable that Marty and Wendy Bird can hold this up. For how much longer can they hold it up? We all know this is the end of the series, but geez. Some of it is a little hard to take. And you'll see what I'm saying, little hard to take. So it's almost becoming unbelievable. That being said, all in all, the story, the season is a good one. It starts off a bit slow. By the 3rd, 4th episode, it picks up. Definitely watch if you're a fan. Even if you're not, start watching Ozark. It's one of the best shows of the decade. And yeah, out of 5, 4 out of 5 definitely, because I have that issue with the Birds becoming the whole story becoming a little too much to take. So 4 out of 5 definitely. Can't wait for the part 2 for it to come by, and we'll see how Ozark concludes. So that's it. Thank you guys for, dealing with me for another episode. Please like, comment, subscribe to the video and to our page, our channel, podcast. Thank you all for keeping, for still sticking around with us. And yeah, I'm Izzy from the Day That Dude signing off, saying take care and save the whales. Good night.